Today, our Countdown to Kickoff tour takes us to the BVC with the Liberty-Benton Eagles, as well as an independent powerhouse in the Fort Loramie Redskins. Two teams who have accomplished quite a bit in the last season, but are looking to the future with new signal callers in 2023.
Countdown to Kickoff is brought to you by Metzger Financial Services.
Let's start in Shelby County, Fort Loramie territory. Their football program is coming off another deep tournament run that ended in a regional final loss to eventual state champion New Bremen. Head coach Spencer Wells looks to build off that 11-3 campaign. It'll be Fort Loramie's third season competing as an independent team, but that doesn't mean they won't see some familiar faces. Week 1 pits them against neighboring rival Minster, followed by the home opener against another MAC team, Versailles. And for the third year in a row, the Skins close out their regular season against LCC in a battle of the independents. On the field, the Redskins graduated 11 seniors, 6 of whom were all-state performers, including a pair of first-team stars in Calvin Hoying and Logan Eilerman. And they'll have to fill the void of second-team quarterback Caleb Maurer. Fort Loramie has 5 starters returning on each side of the ball, and they look to hit the ground running come week 1.
We ended on kind of a sour note, getting our butts kicked against New Bremen, so we're attempting to rebuild, be more physical, so we can win them hard games.
We play like people from all over Ohio, like all sorts of different offenses and defenses, so it just really prepares us for everything.
We've been putting in a lot of hard work during the off season, and it's just good to always get out here and really put the pads on and hit someone for once and see what you've done all off season.
You know, we need to be a physical, aggressive football team at the point of attack. We got to be able to run the football, create explosive plays in the pass game, but really our calling card is going to be as physical and tough as we can possibly play, and these guys have done a great job doing that so far.
Now we head to Hancock County and turn our attention to Liberty-Benton. Last year, the Eagles posted a 5-2 conference record that earned them 3rd place in the Blanchard Valley Conference. LB went on to hold the 9th seed in Region 18 before a second-round playoff exit wrapped up their 8-4 year. That would mark 4 straight seasons finishing top 3 in the conference and earning a playoff spot, but this year's mindset is that that's just not enough. Head coach and longtime Eagle faithful Scott Garlock is entering season 3, and in order to raise the ceiling, he'll have to replace 5 All-State honorable mention graduates, including his 2 sons, the QB receiver duo of Cam and Lincoln Garlock. Liberty-Benton has also elevated the schedule of competition. Seniors Mason Mott and Jake Elkert say their most anticipated games come in the brutal out-of-conference slate, which kicks off with a home opener against Elyria Catholic, followed by a road trip to the state semifinalists of Columbus Grove.
Well, this might be one of the toughest schedules we've ever had, but having 7 or 8 games that could beat us on our schedule makes it tough, but that's good. We want that challenge. And part of it is, 16 teams get in the playoffs, so let's try to get ourselves battle-tested, get ourselves in first, but playing tougher teams is going to prepare us better.
It makes us go a lot harder knowing that we got to buckle down and get ready for those first few weeks of the season. That way, when we come to the back half of the season, we're ready to go and we're ready to attack the playoffs. We haven't really hit the standard that we believe we need to be at. We've hit just kind of a mediocre seasons every year into the playoffs. We get weeks 1, week 2, and then we're out. Our standard is to get to regionals. We want to win some playoff games and meaningful playoff games this year. As a senior, it's a big step. It is. You got to be a vocal leader and you got to be a leader on the field. You can't just talk the talk. You got to walk the walk. We got to make sure we're competitive. We're doing some best on best in practice, make it more game-like, which is fun. So I think just being more competitive and making sure we're accountable for each other is just the key to that.